given no
So
reason
are you
to.
pro-choice all 9 months?
Yeah. No, all 9 months. Once it reaches a certain point.
I'm a little confused because you just said that as long as it's born, it's okay. I mean, as long as it's not born.
Oh my God, I would never kill a live baby.
I understand. I corrected myself because I misspoke. You said that as long as it's not born, it's okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You can't say as long as it's not born, it's okay, and then also say that it becomes wrong at a certain point in pregnancy. That would be a contradiction.
Why are you putting words in my mouth?
Those are like the words that came out of your mouth.
I did not say that.
Okay, let's just check. Do you think it's okay to have an abortion
on what is a perfect night for football? The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. My name is Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and sitting next to me, ready to give you all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. It's the Hurricanes, and they take on the Bees Knees.
You don't want to do that. Well, it doesn't matter how good your players are or what formation.
Okay, so do you think it's okay to have an abortion throughout the entirety of pregnancy, or do you think it becomes wrong at a certain point?
Then you have to earn the right to play, and I'm sure that would have been reiterated by both managers in the dressing room. It promises to be a really good game here.
Yep.
Why would that be okay?
Why not?
That doesn't answer my question.
I don't see what's wrong.
Look at the starting 11 for the Hurricanes.
No issue with
Yeah, you haven't given a justification.
They don't want to take care of.
You don't see that often, but it does have its strengths, particularly with the front
You don't
two
know
they've got
that.
planned today. They're both good
Are
players.
you okay with partial birth abortions then?
And here's how the Bees Knees will line up.
You're okay with, you know,
Well, it's
those
4-4-2 against 4-4-2.
No, I
Oh, wait a minute. Look what's
How are you
happening.
going to say that you're okay with something that you don't even know what it is?
And there it is. The opening goal.
YOLO. Explain what it is.
Okay, like, I think at this point, you may just not be equipped for the conversation.
We'll probably just move on. It just doesn't sound.
Why am I not equipped?
You either
do I have to be super smart?
You're either a troll or you just don't have the intellectual prowess to handle the conversation.
I didn't realize we had to be smart.
So probably move on.
It's not even that. It's like when you say you're
smart.
okay with something, and then you say, I don't know what that is. Are you going to say you're okay with
The
something?
Bees Knees get the ball moving again. A swift response required after this setback.
Oh my goodness.
Very quick
Man, I
thinking
was really
there.
hoping that there might be something that comes from
Cutting
that
in.
because I felt really
Must
bad.
be. That's to the goalkeeper. They get away with it after what was a blunder. And there's the delivery. It's always likely to be the goalkeeper's ball.
Like, whether they like it or not, I think they learned something today, and so that's a winning look.
All right. Yeah. I mean, it's better. It's better to talk to somebody who's extremely ill-informed, but not a troll.
They've chosen to go through Harry Kane. Options around him. Will it be Harry Kane? And the keeper really reacts brilliantly.
Well, from that sort of range, it's a great save, I have to say.
You didn't ask me for my consent either.
And he's lost custody of the ball here.
Shit.
Thoughtful
Enough
play.
to deflect, guys.
Splendid challenge that.
That was a goal-saving challenge, no doubt about that.
Go one Roblox, you will find what? I have no idea what that means.
People are hosting like debates like this, but like on Roblox. Like people are doing like really serious full debates on Roblox voice chat.
And a fine tackle. Plenty of support here. Opportunity it is.
I do remember that.
Just what the doctor ordered. Things looking very bright for them now with this buffer.
Being pregnant,
Could be dangerous.
the fetus is sexually
Tremendously strong in the tackle.
Yes, just throw out the argument. We wrote out the argument.
Hurricanes finding space on the flank.
Hilariously bad. She got this.
Perhaps now.
Because she kept saying it was yes. I kept trying to clarify what she was saying.
Absolutely dominant.
She kept saying that I was strong. So I said, I'm just going to write it out. So I started to
Well, they have it again.
And then she didn't want me to write it out. She's like, oh my God. So then we're going to write
open
that
them up.
premise by premise. And so we went through it premise by premise and put it on screen. And she was like, why did you make me give the argument? I never want to do this. So bizarre. And I think someone took a photo of it. Oh yeah, Mimikyu's here. Mimikyu took a photo of it. So if you click on, click on it and then like go to
Oh, it comes to nothing in the end. Really should.
Yeah, it's her PFP, dude. I mean, I'm assuming it's a girl. I don't know. Could be a guy named Mimikyu, but it sounds like a girl name. It was really hard to listen to.
This reminds me of the guy that was saying that a rock could violate your rights.
Could have made more of that.
Yeah.
Well, that had goal written all over
Rock's
it, didn't it?
messing.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Substitution time
heard
it
about
is here.
some people scheming.
Like, this guy was like, I asked him, if you swallow a rock and then you, like, no longer want it to be there, is the rock violating your bodily autonomy? He's like, absolutely.
Absolutely.
And possession
I'm a
lost
dude,
by the
but
bee's
thanks.
knees.
Oh, my fault.
Wow, assuming someone's gender in 2026.
I'll do it 20 infinite. Take a year. I'll do it for the rest of eternity.
Corner kick played.
I'm a dude, but thanks. My bad, my guy.
Any trouble at all.
This has been a top-class
Not
display
one of the-
today.
oh, okay.
Just look
Okay,
how many
yeah,
chances they've created. And if they want to, they could
All
score
right,
a hatful of goals here.
I guess we have no more offs. I think we're offs. Offs in that. Debate or whatever. If you run into Jaden on the rope, dude, we're not doing this. I don't even know who. I don't know who Jaden is.
Do you know who Jaden is? You're probably just not putting two and two together.
Williams.
Is he on TikTok?
I think so.
Is it the live Jaden? The one that does all the videos?
No, different Jaden.
Now Harry Kane.
That's the only thing.
Now opening things up.
I don't really think it.
Well,
Oh, the goalkeeper did well to hang on to that one.
Cut. Yeah, thank you.
That is that.
You should try it.
Here.
You should try it. You don't know Jaden?
And away
Big
they
J
go
of
again.
Death?
And quite honestly, a huge gulf between the sides.
Do you look at history or only more subject to?
Oh, you know this guy.
Oh, you too? Yeah, I mean, you two, you're
That's the challenge that was
I don't even know what
required.
that's supposed to mean.
Well, they
He's
might
the
be
guy that
able to
comes
launch a
And
counter-attack.
then just starts talking about, like,
Flag
the
raised for
history of
offside.
what he thinks the history of pro-life is. And, like, radical Christians and slavery and...
Oh, yeah. Classic. Reddit atheists, man. You gotta love them. Why can't the other Pokemon profiles be cool people? That's what I'm saying, dude. He actually didn't know who Mewtwo was. It was just a coincidence. He had no idea who the Pokemon was. The Twitter atheists? That's a good point. Are Reddit atheists worse?
Promising pass. And intercepted it.
Yes, such a clever reader of the game, isn't he?
Sky atheist.
Well, doesn't have to do it on her own. Nicely weighted ball.
It's, like...
Possible opportunity. And pure instinct from
God, who knows what that looks like? What the fuck?
the keeper.
Well, a top-class reaction from a top-class goalkeeper. Brilliant stuff.
Just degeneracy that probably goes on that platform. And they have to just...
What's that app called? The Oh, Jerusalem. A very common case of genetic fallacy. I'll be right back. That's why people don't like that. Because people, no, you're not gonna do that.
Become American, but telling you they're Filipino before they tell you their name. Half of Filipino TikTok is just other Filipinos asking Have you ever noticed that the old people's iPhone storage is always full? The woman you got pregnant is 5th in line to the British throne. 5th. And by the time you actually marry her, because yes, that is where this is going, she will be 3rd. 2 people above her will step aside in 18 months for reasons you will not fully understand until you are already inside the machine. And the math that is about to rearrange every corner of your life has been running longer than you.
Nicely cut out. Plenty of support here. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest. It's with Williams. Well, a really good run. And cutting in field. Super stop.
Well, that's defending of the highest quality.
Could pose a threat on the counter. Well, annoyingly, nothing comes of it. Well, there's a really stylish piece of running. Well, you've got to classify that as a poor attempt. A long way wide. So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. There's 20 minutes remaining now. The Hurricanes recovering possession well. It's a bit of a struggle for both sides to keep the ball right now. Space for Hurricanes in the wide position. Can he put it away? And a goal! He's doubled his total for the day. It's superb scoring form. Now the Hurricanes could be onto something. And look at this! Oh, he saved it! Brilliant piece of goalkeeping.
Well, he got it all right there. That's an excellent save from the keeper, you have to say that.
Could be. Oh, that is a majestic goal. Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done. Oh, what a save. Finally, activity for the goalkeeper.
Well, it's about time he was tested, and wow, what a stop that was.
And that is offside. Oh, great vision. And with that, the attack fizzles out. And the counter-attack looks on. In with a chance. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of that performance. Intercepted effortlessly. McKay. Well, good idea. And the keeper getting across to stop it. And there's the delivery. And the press is on. Can he? Oh, yes! A goal! Exactly what they were looking for, and he's come up with it. And there it is, the final whistle, and the fans will be leaving the stadium.
She was careful about what she showed you and when. On your birthday, she sent 520 RMB on WeChat. Wu R Ling, 520. In Mandarin, it sounds close enough to Wo Ai Nai, I love you, that anyone who grew up here would hear it instantly. It was the first time either of you had said anything resembling that, and she had done it through a number, through an app, with full deniability if it landed wrong. She was braver than you through indirection. She understood this about herself before you understood anything about either of you. The most important person in her life was her grandmother, who had raised her while her parents worked factory jobs in Guangdong for 8 years, and who had been dead for 3. May kept her photo on her phone's lock screen. She spoke about her in present tense. You noticed this and did not ask about it. Not asking was a pattern in how you moved through things that mattered. 3 months in, you posted a photo of the two of you at a night market steam from a lamb skewer stand. Her laugh caught mid-turn. She asked you to take it down within 20 minutes. Not angry, practical.
Graded, preserved, untouched. 21 games that defined a generation. And one of them, Star Fox 2, never...
Her mother follows her moments, she explained, in the flat tone of someone citing a traffic regulation. The relationship you were performing for your world was being hidden from hers. You called this caution. She would have called it protection. The difference between those two words was about to matter enormously. You found out from someone else. You were at a bar with colleagues from the training center on a Thursday night when your phone rang. Not a text, a call. May's roommate, speaking in careful, rehearsed English. May is pregnant. She told me not to tell you. I am telling you. Then she hung up. You stood on the pavement outside the bar holding your phone while the noise inside continued without you. 2 facts arrived simultaneously. The first was obvious. The second was that May had told her roommate who had called you against explicit instructions, which meant there existed a version of this situation in which you were never supposed to find out this way, and possibly never supposed to find out at all. You went home. She was asleep, or performing it convincingly enough that the difference didn't matter. You stood in the doorway watching the blanket rise and fall, and you knew she knew you were there. And she had chosen this, the closed eyes, the controlled breathing, the silence as either self-protection or mercy. Wake her or wait until morning. You waited. That was the first wrong answer. In the morning, you poured her tea and opened your laptop and turned the screen toward her, showing a list of international hospitals in Shanghai with English-speaking staff. She looked at the screen, then at you. Then she closed the laptop with one hand. I don't need a hospital list, she said. I need to know if you're here. You had answered the most important question of the past year with a search result. She had not hidden it from the world. That is the thing you absorb slowly, in stages. She told her best friend, her roommate, her cousin in Chengdu. The people, she said, who would still be here regardless of what your answer was. You heard the category she had placed you in, the one whose presence was conditional, whose commitment was pending, and you understood for the first time how long she had been waiting for you to close that distance. She was an only child, one daughter, one retirement plan, one set of expectations, one family's accumulated hope loaded onto a single person. The one-child policy ended on paper years ago. In the architecture of how families plan and fund and fear, it never ended at all. That night you searched Jihu for unmarried foreign father China and read for 3 hours. Forum after forum. Men at various stages of the same miscalculation, most of them further along, and none of them where they had hoped to be. One commenter, in a thread that had not been active in 2 years, said it plainly. Without the right paperwork, your child is a ghost in the system. You closed the laptop and lay on your back listening to the ceiling fan turn and tried to calculate what a ghost costs to make real. The word huku entered your life, the way all consequential words.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. Derek Ray here on the commentary position, and sitting next to me is the former England international Sue Smith. And with kick-off just moments away, we really should be in for a magnificent occasion. It's the Hurricanes versus the Invincibles.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, and I'm anticipating a good game today. The coaching staff have done all they can.
Oh, it's developing nicely for them here. And a goal right off the bat. No wonder they're jumping for joy. Well, Invincibles get the ball rolling once more. How will they react to this setback? Oh, great attacking play. Can he convert? The game has been turned on its head. They have never stopped believing, and now they sense victory. Ayari. Katrina Goring. Now with Ayari. And Foudy coming away with the ball. A real opening now. A blistering start. Simply stunning. No let-up at all from them. Yassine Ayari.
Just mark.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper. America's #1 trusted paper towel.
Hey, buddy, what's going on?
I'm trying to run as fast as T-Mobile.
Well, you better pick it up.
You're 33. 11 years in Tokyo. Your daughter is 6. Her name is May. The apartment in Bunkyo. 3rd floor. A school uniform laid out on the tatami. A black sedan idling in the street that you stopped looking up at 3 years ago. Seiko is in the bathroom. A soft click of a compact. Pause. Click again. She has a tattoo from collarbone to wrist that May has never seen. A phone with 3 numbers and a weekly plan.
Could be troublesome. Kane! Well, couldn't quite score his 3rd goal of the game.
Well, you can see how much he wants the match ball. He's been clinical so far. Not quite this time, though.
Magnificently. Trying to deliver it accurately. A bit disappointing in the end. Can he find the right pass? Takes aim! Oh, fully stretched! Safely away. Went in strongly, decisively. Kane. Well, that was incisive. Could he find someone at the far post? Well, it's actually ended up being easy meat for the keeper. Nice looking move, this. Trying his luck. Oh, excellent work there to thwart a promising attack. Let's see about the delivery. Oh, that is a penalty.
Did you know when you go to this website,
Is it going to be 4-0? Oh, and it goes! Now he has his hat-trick. A special moment for him.
Well, you can watch it again here. This takes a lot of confidence to do. It's just a little dink straight down the middle. And all the goalkeeper can do is just stand and admire it. What a fantastic penalty.
Decides to shoot. Fully committed.
Clever defending that. Got the positioning just right, didn't they?
Quick counter could be on. Will it be? Oh, brilliant goalkeeping. Played over.
take over that entire country and force all of the citizens there into work camps. and have them build all our widgets and stuff free of charge. So they've worked their fingers.
Ayari. Determined defending. Might do damage on the break. And he's broken free. My goodness, that save. Fully stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel. Delivering it. That is not going to do. Well wide of the target. Trying to force a mistake. And the Hurricanes have possession again. Oh, surely! Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of that performance. And the fourth official confirming that we'll have one additional minute. Oh, they were in a decent position too.
Oh, they stopped that.
Opportunity here. And so it is, the first half story. And away they go again. The second half is up and running. Harry Kane. Will it be Harry Kane? And possibilities here. Oh, they'll be disappointed. It looked promising. Oh, that's a clever ball. And defensive play to be applauded. And flag raised, offside.
It's careless, this. He had other options. He should have held on to it a bit.
And he's made headway. And a goal! He's put it away. A celebratory moment. Well, it's an out-and-out pasting. 6-0. Real chance. Oh, she scored again. A brace for her today. They simply don't know how to stop her. And Morgan. Invincibles could be onto something. Katrina Goring. Morgan. An effective challenge. Might lead to a chance. Well, that cross was more than acceptable, but they couldn't fire it home. Well, entertainment both on and off the pitch here at the FUT Stadium. It's all part of the charm. And a foul there. It is to be a throw-in. Being pressed here. Now with Morgan. On to Gori. Plenty of support here. Now, does she mean business? And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Crossed into the penalty area. A bit disappointing in the end. Well, maybe a good position from which to counter. Danger building. And caught by the keeper. Now what can they do from here? Real chance. And the keeper getting right behind it. Corner kick played in. And a struggle to get it away properly. Well, good idea. Well, firing it a long way off target. Was that the right decision?
Yeah, the angle was so tight. I'm not sure why she even attempted the shot. She had other options.
And the keeper is there to cover up. Just 10 minutes remaining here. Oh, in with a chance. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest. Ayari. And he has options available. Intelligent ball. Goalkeeping right out of the top drawer.
Well, he certainly showed his class there with that save. You'd expect him to score from there, but he comes from nowhere to keep that out.
And the referee is given a penalty.
It hit his shoulder, and that's a handball. That's a handball and hit his shoulder. That's stupid.
And confidently converted. Confident attacking play. Well, straight into the meat of the penalty area. Oh, that is a penalty! And a chance maybe to settle this. And in it goes, as coolly as you like. Never in any doubt from the spot.
Well, you can watch it again here. This takes a lot of confidence to do. It's just a little dink straight down the middle. And all the goalkeeper can do is just stand and admire it. What a fantastic penalty.
And Morgan. Free kick awarded then by the referee. And there it is, the final whistle, and the fans will be leaving the stadium with smiles on their faces.
You teach him, and then you can teach him things that they're not there with kids. And so my point is that I wouldn't let them make me feel fearful at all. I would just go totally forward, and I'd say, for the betterment of my children, I'm going to have to figure this out. There's no defense.
Enroll my kids in so much stress. That explains it.
That's another reason why I'd be like, no, not going to happen.
I looked at the entire time and I'm like, wow, that would pay for all the homeschooling online stuff and this computer. I think we're going there. I think we're headed in that direction. I don't want to put my kids through this anymore.
Yeah, I mean, what are they really gaining other than socializing? Like, why do I see socializing for all these fucked up, brainwashed kids that think they're cats?
They have friends in the neighborhood. Like, they would be fine without, like, your stigma on, oh, they'll only be socialized while in school. Socialized for what? Working 40 hours a week, sitting at a desk?
Yeah, exactly. CC, look what the Thunder before Lightning said. And you also get a tax credit for homeschooling.
Also, well, that's the thing. If you're paying taxes for school, and you don't want to put your kids in public school, well, then they owe you that tax money back to pay for school, to pay for a private school, or to pay you to be able to homeschool them.
I don't think that we get that back.
A warm welcome on what is a lovely evening for football. I'm your commentator, Guy Mowbray, delighted to be in the company of Stuart Robson. And everything is set up nicely to give us a really good match. It's the Hurricanes, and they take on Seleção Canarinho. Well, they've got everything needed for a
also
good
like
game
free
here.
Catholic.
Two motivated teams, a vibrant atmosphere.
There's also like
and some
free
very
Catholic
good players.
education too.
Let's hope we're not disappointed. This is today's Seleção Canarinho lineup.
I mean,
good combinations all over the pitch.
that's definitely better than. I mean, to be honest, they're kind of the Catholic schools are kind of infiltrated too.
If you can get these combinations right, you'll have a good team. Well, a cynical foul, no question.
Nice.
Oh, that's really well cut out.
Oh, that's bad take.
Florent Hadejonai. Harry Kane. There's useful space out wide now for the Hurricanes to put them ahead.
Exactly, I was about to say that.
Great save. Brilliant save. From that sort of range, he had no right to stop that. And the ref blows for a foul. Free kick awarded. And the keeper saw that one coming all the way. No time to dwell on the ball. Solid defending, it's away. Well, no frills, but it's effective, that's for sure.
Well, those are those Protestant churches like Joel Osteen and Kenneth Copeland. Those people are so wicked. Yeah.
Lovely setup. Kane, and it's on here. They've got in front. A key moment in the match. Well, here you can see what a good goal this is. He hits it so cleanly, and the keeper has no chance. That's a great strike. 1-0 then as we get started again. Ryan Gravenberg.
Wow. Oh no.
And the ball there lost by the Hurricanes. That set up the chance. Here we go! And the keeper does well to keep it out. Bowdy coming away with the ball. Bowdy! And it's saved and held. Gravenberg. Bale being afforded too much room here. Need to get tighter here. No, surely. And I don't know how he's kept that out. A terrific save. Over it comes. Well, they've done the hard work, it seemed, but no end product. Now to choose the right option. Having a look.
Well,
has that not gone in?
Yeah, for me, I've gone to Catholic schools for all of my life except for my master's. I was an undergrad, right? It was a Catholic school, but it's only really Catholic by me. Because when money is on the line, they will throw away their values or their foundations that the school was founded on.
There could be a real opportunity for Seleção. Well, he went for power and got plenty
it's not like the school was like struggling. They were generating a lot of revenue.
Of course, stats don't always tell the
But
story,
it's like,
but on this
oh,
occasion,
see,
they
because
certainly
they
do,
want
because
to
they haven't
make
been good enough
the
in the
school
top
palatable
third of
to
the
the
pitch.
masses.
And I'm
They
not
know
sure we're going to see
that the
anything
school's
change
not
here.
really. They don't want to upset people.
Well, in
The status
possession
quo.
now.
So
Let's see what they can create from here.
it's only like Catholic by name. So yeah.
Over the line, throw in. Great instinct there to cut it out. Having a go. And met by solid goalkeeping. It's played in now. No danger from that one. And that'll do it. The end of the first 45 minutes here. The players set, the whistle sounds, and the second half begins. The Hurricanes in a really good position. A chance to cross here. And that is offside.
Well, his instinct should have told him he was offside there. He has to be more alert in the box.
The Hurricanes regain possession. This could be. It's a pretty good save by the keeper.
I mean, I don't think.
That's
That's actually one of the biggest debates in Christianity. Should people celebrate those holidays like Halloween and stuff like that?
Put into the middle. Terrific bit of blocking.
It's like a conversation I've always wanted to have with people. It's like I'm kind of like in the middle. Like I would think like, Halloween's just a goofy little kid's holiday. But I don't know. I think it seems kind of sus. I don't know how to explain it.
Celestio's work pays off. They've got the ball back. Well, that's as easy as it gets for a goalkeeper. Advantage played, no free kick. Teeing up the chance now. Taking it upon himself to drive forward further. We'll have a go here. Saved and held onto as well. Claudia Pina. Crouch.
Well, I agree with you. I don't really like gift. I do gift give because I don't want to be like blackmailed. Because like it's kind of like if you show up to a party and you don't get anything for the person, like a birthday. Like it's kind of like if you show up to a birthday party and you don't get anyone anything. It seems like really like awkward. So I just do it just to not like be awkward at Christmas. And, like I'm way too generous, even though I shouldn't be. It's really Christmas is about things. Buy me stuff. It's just an excuse to get stuff. Get nice things.
And it is a booking.
Well, he was late and he deserved a booking for that.
Yes. Yes.
On he goes, terrific. Well, not the easiest of saves, but you'd expect him to probably stop that. A chance to deliver into the box.
Yes.
Oh, surely. Denied at close quarters.
Yeah, that's goalkeeping at its very best. So quick to react there.
Over it comes. And you really have to beat the first defender. Nice rhythm to Hurricanes' attacking play here. Who got in the way of it? Rivaldo. Crouch. Now he's in. More work to do yet. Now to play it goes for a throw-in. Decent looking cross played in. Well watched by the goalkeeper. Read the flight nicely. The Hurricanes come away with it. Onto it, in on goal. Another goal, and it's one that tightens
But they like even
their
that
grip on this game.
they stuck to it.
We're back underway at 2-0. Peter Crouch. Oh, that's been won really smartly.
Yes.
Out of play.
Yes.
Throw in to come. Opportunity now. What a stop. Razor sharp.
Well, he's done brilliantly there. He's reacted so quickly to that shot.
Unable to find anyone with that. And the referee sees that as a foul. Free kick to come. Shall we just say there maybe were better options there?
Well, poor effort, I have to say. Not sure what she was thinking there.
Yeah.
Bale. Breaking at pace, this could be dangerous. Oh, chance! And still danger here. Now she's in. Oh, he stands tall and keeps it out brilliantly. Delivered into the box. Hurried clearance, still plenty of threat. And that's the final whistle. A positive result, at least as far as the home fans are concerned.
They own all the banks, which means they control all the money.
Careful.
They have its which means at any point in time they can just blow up the world. And they fully would love to. They have no problem.
Careful, you might get taken down for saying that.
And it's 3 a.m. I'm going to shut it down. Good night, guys.
All right, have a good night. He just suggested that.
Daniel, are you asleep on my live? Oh, Taka can't. Okay. Taka, how do I say your name? Taka. Are we starting? Your choice. Okay, yeah. These are like the logical argument that follows, like, with like the conclusion. Yeah, I'm asking for like why and like what's the motivating reasons behind the abortion, yeah, abortion.
Yeah.
Still base. What's up? You invited me. I got summoned.
Bring something. Take this. So, I just have a quick question. Do you believe that the majority of abortions are wrong? Do you only hold exceptions, or do you think the majority of abortions okay?
What, me? I'm always anti-abortion.
Wait, what was that?
I'm always anti-abortion. I think I'm...
Yeah, can you provide me like a solid argumentation for the majority of abortions?
Yeah, that I'm anti-abortion for majority of abortions. Yeah, I don't believe in a majority. You're debating somebody else. I thought you were coming at me. Oh my damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so why is it going to be the case? Are you just saying, like, the fetus doesn't look like a newborn, like, child slash neonate? Like, yeah, can you give me an argument for that? You just, like, kind of told me, well, it's not like, you know what I mean? It's not like a newborn baby. Yeah, that's not, yeah. Yeah. I don't care about, like, the plea to credentials or authority you're making here. Like, about, like, I'm just asking for a moral justification as for why we should ought. Yeah, I want, like, a moral justification. Yeah, miscarriages, no. No. So, a stillbirth happens past the 20-week mark, and usually we don't cure stillbirths with abortion. Stillbirths, they induce labor and have you birth the baby. They aren't cured with an abortion. And on top of this, miscarriage is not also cured with an abortion. If we define abortion by the CDC, abortion would be the intentional unaliveness of intrauterine. Oh my gosh. Man, this game is geeked. I just got guys. I don't know how long I'm calm banned for. Hold up. I was cooking. I don't know. I said a word. It was like a no-no word. I guess abortion or something. I don't know. Man, I forget. Even though you're 18 plus, you're just like, hold up. You're just cooked. Connected. Resume. Hello. Dang it. Hold up. Let me leave and let me leave and then come back. Dang, I get calm banned? That's crazy. That's actually insane. That's crazy. I just got calm banned. Sinister traditions. No. Talking Islam. No. I can't find this.
I had to join back because I just got, like, absolutely, like, pro-life versus pro-choice. There we go. Let's see if I just come back in. Use microphone suspended until 2:10 a.m. Oh, I have 2 more minutes. Two more minutes. It did not like, kind of violently tapping? Yes. Yeah, kind of violently tapping? Yes. Yeah, kind of violently tapping? Yes.
Bro was there? Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. Hey, did I not dog walk? Dude, I dog walked the fucking shit out of her, dude.
How you doing, buddy?
They kept on fucking muting you every time.
I'm doing good. Yeah, I guarantee, dude, it was so funny, dude. You do have the recordings of that? What happened?
Yeah, I have it.
I dog walked this dumb tattooed bitch who thought she was hot shit and thought she was smart. Dude, this lady even dropped off the panel and said, "Well, I'm gonna go get somebody who can debate you, and they'll destroy you." And she comes up and is like, "I was summoned." I absolutely fucking dog walked her and 3 other people on the panel, and they were arguing with me all at the same time. It was
Can I explain? So basically, Unapologetic and Cobra were on a different live, talking about if it's acceptable for an 18-year-old to date a 30-year-old, and the guy took a being predatory.
okay, yeah. Yeah.
It was fucking crazy. And then like they brought him up, he was debating really good. They kept muting him, and they were getting really pissed off, and they wouldn't let anybody else up except for Unapologetic. So they wanted to have 4 people up there with just Unapologetic, so they could fucking filibuster and keep muting him until he would make a point.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. You were speaking. I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt the host. Yeah, it's okay. I absolutely fucking walked the shit out of these bitches, dude. And not only that, but a lady dropped off and said she was gonna go get a real debater to debate me, and I still dog walked the fucking shit out of her. Yeah. So fucking. Oh, Salamity, come up, my boy.
No, you should use the image I gave you.
Well, I mean, I think I have a nuanced like perspective on it. Like, I think that for me, for me personally, I think it's okay to just date within the age bracket I've dated older, and it's not been good. But I will say this, though, it's, huh? Sure, but the whole debate was whether or not it is moral, and they,
Shit. I'm trying to get this working. Like, I'm actually trying to get my comm working because it took me out and said, "You're suspended." I don't know. Reduce background volume, camera output security. No. Leave. Let me see if I can get my mic working. It said I was only comm banned for like a few minutes. Abortion. Oh, I missed my people.
Still searching, still searching.
I missed my people, guys. Talking, no questions, Canadian. Pro-life. Hold up, wait, hold up. Should you be a no? Dude, I'm trying to find like a pro-life or pro-choice one. Give me a hot take. Girls around the world. I don't care about that. Chilling, chatting, hot takes. No. Does size matter? No. LGBT, Christianity. I don't want to do AD Christianity, feminism. I don't want to do all that.
I just want to do the pro life versus pro choice ones. Yes, this is Roblox, bro. Find your bet. Spooky Wookies, no. Girl pop, no. Abortions, murder, and evil. I'm gonna join this one. Hold up, there's like 11 people in here. Hold up, there's 11 people in this one. There's a
Hello from the commentary position. This is Derek Ray, and tremendous excitement enveloping the arena as these two magnificent sides ready themselves for an enticing tussle. Who will prevail? And the match is underway. Tremendous block, and quite simply wide of the target. Trying to pick out a teammate, and the clearance over the byline means a corner. Playing it in. And just leaning back a bit and over the bar. Goalkeeper playing it short, and the danger is averted. And moving it forward. The attack continues. They're making considerable progress. Oh, good save. Oh, that's a super piece of defending. Oh, in with a chance. Oh, monster tackling there. Flag raised for offside. Teammate available. Splendidly cut out. Super pass. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. In with a chance. Still could finish. Couldn't hang on to the ball. The emphasis is on creativity. Well, both sides encountering difficulties keeping possession. And the keeper getting there. It'll be a corner. Playing it in. Absolutely nothing wrong with the idea, but no end product. Well, a touch too heavy there. Well, that's the kind of play you want from your defender. Getting onto the front foot. Oh, tremendous block. Now the attack fizzled out. And they keep it moving. Well, in the final analysis, not quite precise enough. Goal kick here. Up towards midfield. Real chance. And there is the goal that gives them the advantage. They find themselves in front. Oh, just in time. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Getting in there to take it away. Wonderfully weighted pass. Lost the ball. Good tackle, taken away. Real chance. And a goal here! There it is! They've done it! And fed forwards. Oh my goodness! That was staggeringly good. Of the highest order. So restarting the game here. Could be threatening. Well, the keeper in position and the outcome is a corner. Well, they fancy a short one. It's still alive. Oh, could be a chance. Well, chasing this game, but the corner might help them. Short corner it is. Up towards midfield. Nice idea. And the keeper more than equal to it. Scope for them to attack. Oh, big chance. And a goal this time. Applying the finishing touch. Just what the doctor ordered. Decent looking ball. And the flag raised. Offside it is. And moving it forward. Well, a change of possession. Here they are on the move. And a tidy challenge. Trying to open up the defence. Oh, yes! It's gone in! And now a chance for them to revel in the moment. Cutting it out superbly. And offside it is. Free kick taken. Might work out. And a goal here! There it is! They've done it! And away they go again here. Up towards midfield. Decent looking ball. And a goal to delight the fans. Just what they were hoping for. So back underway once more. Real chance. And the flag has gone up. Offside. Well, they win the throw following that challenge. And passing it through. Keeper had a part to play. Corner now. And over comes the corner. Nice attacking build-up. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. But the danger averted. Massive credit there. Neither side really able to keep the ball for any significant length of time. Chances on. And in! Oh, yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal. Oh, they have it again. Huge block. In position. And a goal this time. Applying the finishing touch. Just what the doctor ordered. Oh, big chance. Well, a poor ball and easy for the keeper. And running in behind. And no problems at all for the keeper. Here they are on the move. And putting paid to the danger. And threading it through. And a goal it is! It might not change the overall outcome, but a moment of positivity for them. And that'll be offside. In action again then. Good place to win back possession. Now it's final. Now it's over. Their passage booked for the next round. A warm welcome from me, Derek Ray. It's a beautiful evening and the stage is set for a belter on the smaller pitch. Two sides chock full of quality, ready to lock horns, and so much on the line. And off they go. Terrific stop. Oh, what an opportunity. In it goes! An early opening statement in this match. And look at the celebrations. Spot on with that challenge. And possession won back. Super pass. the flag does go up, offside. Free kick taken. Great opportunity. Not to be in terms of the finish. Deciding to build from the back. And room to work with on the right. Well, you have to categorise that as a missed opportunity. Keeper got the ball moving again. Positive passing. Can they make one of these passes count? Oh, that's really untidy. Oh, that's a goal at the wrong end. Well, it's every defender's nightmare. An own goal here. So restarting the game here. Goalkeeper getting in the way. Superb save. Here they are on the move. And that is offside. So there's the free kick. Trying to be progressive with the ball. And nicely cut out. And running in behind. Oh no! Couldn't beat the goalkeeper. Well, a touch too heavy there. Well, no danger now. Getting the ball forward, trying to be positive, and the keeper with the ball. Oh, what an opportunity! Oh, body in the way, crucially, and got rid of it. Chances on. Well, that's what you need from your goalkeeper when you're trailing. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Well, it's a good-looking position. Is there a goal in the future? So midway through this game, and no doubt plenty more twists and turns to come. Excellent save! Deep delivery. Back in play then. Trying to be positive. And possession lost. And in with a real chance. It's a corner. Played over. Whatever way you look at that, it's been squandered. So the keeper trying to start something. In a decent position. Real chance. A goal! As they cut into their advantage. Still plenty of life in this match. And the throw-in forthcoming. Slightly odd decision to go that way. Well, a touch too heavy there. Trying to open them up. Here they are on the move. Now they've lost it. And putting paid to the danger. Good idea. And the flag does go up, offside. Free kick taken. Now they're in a good position. Marvellous goalkeeping. It is to be a throw-in. And a squandered opportunity there. And back in play once more. And threading it through. Oh, and the save there. It'll be a corner. Over it comes. Well, the cross was acceptable, but no one there to thump it home. Determined defending. Nice move through the middle. Not taking any risks at all. Well, not great on the accuracy front. Goal kick here. And deciding to play it short. Flag raised for offside. Play resumes. Beautifully weighted ball. And the chance slips away. Well, the counter chance looks very real. And the keeper showing tremendous command. Up towards midfield. Well, they couldn't keep hold of it.
No.
Well, that was a shocking challenge, and it had to be a straight blue card. And back underway. The save was a good one. Just like that, possession given up. And quick thinking defensively. 10 seconds to go. And deciding to play it short. And the final whistle is sounded, and all the players can rejoice because they will move on to the next round.
Right here, right? Even earlier. So I'm not 100% sure what source you were looking at.
That's pretty extreme.
Schoolmonger. This was on March 2026. Schemmonger.org.
Yep, I'm on the same website as you. You scroll down to the
Estimated.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah, that website.
I'm still right.
Yeah,
I'm
that
still the
website.
majority. I'm still the majority. I still the majority of abortion. I'm still right. 90% that occur after 8 weeks.
Yeah, bro. I'm on that
Wait.
website.
Yeah, but then this one says sorry.
This
Do
one right
you
here.
wanna point me to the exact paragraph you're looking at maybe? Because I think I'm looking at the graph at the bottom.
Yeah, well, if you look at the graph,
Oh, yeah, it's not good.
and you look
Which one?
at
This one,
which one?
this one right here.
1973 through 2025. Dobbs decision. Majority of abortions occur after the 8 week. You have the y-axis, which is going to be the measurement of the weeks, and then you have, or is it that week? I believe that's the weeks. No.
Oh, pardon me.
Hang on. I'm sorry, the wrong one.
No, that's okay.
Where does it say that?
I have a passage too.
Okay, it's gonna be the circle graph. I'm so sorry. It's gonna be
Yeah, that's exactly what I was reading. In 2022, 79% of abortions in states, yada yada, occurred at 9 weeks of pregnancy or earlier. So, I'm not sure where you got the number about majority or
that
nothing.
state's providing data to the CDC.
What are y'all talking about?
Yeah. So then what would be? Yeah. So then what was the?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on this spectacular evening, and Fernando Paloma and I'll be your guide through all the action. The stands, they're all packed. There's not one seat left in this building. They know it. This is Rush. 3, 2, 1, and we're on the way. And they're 1-on-1 with Geeks. It out nicely in the end. They put it in the back of the net.
Make sure, like with the actual sources, they pull up the.
I'm telling you, there's a chance. Just listen to that crowd. What a finish. It's a great interception. Whistle's gone and the play will stop. It's an offside. And they get to move it with that short ball. Starting to move forward. The ball's still moving. Advantage play. And it's not to waste no time in the free kick. And the cross goes in and there's some options. The keeper enjoyed hanging on to that one. Great imagination to see that running behind. That save was
what are you doing?
Class. Oh, and that's a bad pass and a bad place to give it away. Nice effort, and they get a corner kick out of it. It went off a defender. Surely they can do better than that. No time wasted, and we're back on their way here.
Yeah, so again,
well, free kick awarded, but nothing else. That's it. And they've got the ball back in play. Playing it well upfield. Good goal! That's what I call using your head for the right things. We have a change in possession. They got a good chance here. Can they finish it? Great save by the goalie. What an opportunity. Decent attempt, but saved in the end.
Again,
a throw in here.
Specific number saying, this 8-week mark.
Must be. And it's a goal. A goal. What a finish. What a play. What a match we're having. That's a piece of cake for any goalkeeper. They're going to build something. And that ball is treacherous. They find themselves in an offside position. And they've got the ball back in play.
And I'm not sure how the match is
and that's it. Goal! And they're not giving up. So you're telling me there's a chance? Playing it close to their own goal.
I mainly think that these numbers will likely be happening probably between that 6 to 8.
Well, there you have it. They have cleanly regained possession. And here comes the attack. They found the back of it. And just listen to the crowd. They're going wild. That's a decent challenge. Great chance here against the keeper. That was an amazing save. Cut it out to build up well here. Oh, what that looks dangerous. Good save by the keeper. And the play moves forward now. Nice way to move it upfield. As we say it in my town, this is a Tito's keeper. And the corner's played in. Nice stop there. Well, this match is half over now, and it's been nothing less than fabulous. Short on the corner. Getting a hold of it in mid-flight was the keeper. That ball's looking good. Stopped well by the goalie. Moving the ball to the middle of the park. There goes straight on goal. Goal! They truly worked hard for it, and now they have their prize. Oh, surely! Great effort by the keeper. Corner kick to come. They decide to play a short corner. And it's a goal! From the corner kick, they go straight up and bury it. As straightforward a tackle as you can find. That ball is treacherous. Oh, let me tell you something, Spanish. Ese fue un golazo. Lipiga. That's a really good stop by the keeper. It's their ball again. That's a foul. They'll be shown a yellow card. Watch out. Short pass on the free kick. They just repossessed that ball like they owed money. Defender has it now. Missed it by a hair. The ball played to a defender, and we're back. That's what you want to see defensively. That's a great stop by the keeper. It goes out of play. Ball played short. Oh, well, the whistle's gone. It's a second yellow. They'll have to head off the pitch as part of their blue card punishment. That's a promising free kick. And they're in possession again. Here comes the attack. That was incredible by the keeper. Quick pass to the nearest player. That's a great challenge. I've not witnessed the whole of that career, but I think that's the easiest one they've had. The jump defender. And it goes out of bounds for a throw.
It's okay because there's no criminal or intent there.
Well, we won't go overboard with praise here as they have one more player on the pitch. Well done by the defender to break up that attack. Defense having such a hard time trying to keep them in bay. Only 10 seconds left. That was a great bit of goalkeeping, but they couldn't keep it in. And they played short. Collecting the ball safely. And that's it. They're staying in it. They can breathe a sigh of relief. They're moving on to the next round of the competition.
You know, typically we find that, you know, this person does not have, that's rare, right? So if I accidentally run over someone with my car, would I not be, should I receive any kind of punishment?
down to negligence. And I think negligence can actually be measured by responsibility, what that responsibility entails. But Project wanted to say something in Project, if it's okay with you, Project.
Yeah, it's just really quick, and then you can get out of the conversation. So I hear this all the time. I didn't think the shot does this specifically, but I know IUDs do that, specifically the copper ones. The reason why I would say a woman shouldn't be charged in that case is because there would be no proof of an individual case of it, implantation failing to occur. Um, because like you would have to have like some type of body, I would say, to really make a case for like a Schmurder
I don't think
cause.
so.
Well,
Not in this particular case.
what makes you say that?
Right, because you can measure whether or not someone has been pregnant prior. There's many tests to do this. And so, I mean, sometimes we never find, evidence, and something can be said for people that are murdered that it isn't necessarily about abortion. However, the indication that you need a body in order to charge someone is that's necessarily the case. I think you can just provide an inference based on the accumulation of evidence as to whether or not something did happen.
Well, in this case, like, how would you? Because um, we don't even have the technology to know like they're pregnant at conception, and so like how would we even like know that pregnancy even
Well,
occurred?
even with a woman, the woman wouldn't know, but we can actually measure this. There's actually hormones that are produced that can be measured as to whether or not a pregnancy would be likely.
What hormones?
Hang on, let me get the list for you.
Because HCG, yes, that is released, but that's only released after implantation.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah, but, well, I mean,
So what hormone is released when fertilization
pregnancy doesn't occur. Wait, just to be clear, pregnancy is initiated at conception, but pregnancy doesn't actually occur until implantation. The process of pregnancy initiates, but pregnancy hasn't started. It doesn't start until there's implantation. That's when you have um, the building of the placenta. That's when you have the uterine lining. Yeah. So
No, and yeah, I think what yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, Protect, but
Yeah.
oh, sorry, looks like Protect.
Wait, I'm back. Wait, hold on, I didn't go yet. Yeah, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I think correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like we're both perhaps in agreement that maybe sorry, maybe this isn't necessarily homicide and or
Well, in the case of this, it's just for me. I would say, look, I have a pretty people consider it extreme case. I don't think they should be on the market. IUDs, but that's a story for another day. But if a woman takes it, I don't think they should be charged for murder. Really anything. Because like again, what's the proof that they were pregnant? Um, and and also intent as well. So in that case, I don't think they should be charged for anything. Logically impossible for what? No.
for sure. Yeah, I think that's a completely valid point. I just want to make sure because obviously, we're going to be proving criminal intent and we're going to be, as Protect said, quote unquote, like finding the body kind of thing. You believe that since you would believe that there would be a way to tell that fertilization has occurred without implantation.
Yeah, so human chronic gonadotropin, which is the ACG.
The gonadotropin?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Chorionic?
No,
surgical and precise with our language, and to make claims such as that HCG is released at the point of conception. I think. Sorry, Gianna. I think maybe you wanted to say something.
Oh my gosh! So I was on FaceTime and I don't know. I hope you guys didn't hear any of that because I was like talking to you all, and I didn't even know that. I thought like I was talking to you guys, but I wasn't. Sorry, but I would just like so you guys didn't hear anything that I said. I'm guessing.
No.
No, sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. So I'm guessing that like since you all think that it is justified to kill a woman who gets an abortion, but you guys don't think that it's justified to kill like a great baby in a sense because two wrongs don't make a right. Like, can you guys agree with that?
No, because the woman would be creating a wrong when she unalives her child. I would deem it to be right when we unalive her for that.
But like, you guys wouldn't let a woman get an abortion because even if she
The
get
baby
great,
didn't do any action. The baby didn't do the action.
yes.
If she was to unalive her rapist, then I wouldn't care. But she's unaliving a third party.
Because but a lot of you guys say that it's because two wrongs don't make a right.
Okay, yeah, but I'm saying that in this particular situation, when a woman unalives the child, she's doing the wrong, so therefore it would be right to unalive her. That's my argument. That's my statement.
Well, okay. I don't know, like, how do you guys not, like, feel that that's, like, a little bit barbaric to, like, expect a woman
It's
who
not
gets
barbaric.
raped to...
Women know what they're doing.
It's actually, like, medieval. They know what they're doing for the greater good, yes.
That's not
like,
greater good. Unaliving your children is not for the greater good.
Well, what if, let's say that woman wants to have a kid one day and she would make an amazing mother, but she is not financially prepared for it. So how is she supposed to give the best future and sustainability and
Well, that's not my problem. She doesn't get to that far to allow her child because she made bad choices. The majority of these women are making bad choices, 90% of them. So if you are a rape victim, it doesn't mean that you have to keep the child. You just can't unalive it. So maybe don't unalive your child, right?
But it just puts so much toll and stress and permanent changes on a woman's body.
That's life.
It's what?
Life.
That's a lie.
It's life. Get a helmet. I don't know what to tell you. It's life.
It's life.
Yeah,
so I could say the same thing to you, because like I'm assuming that you eat meat.
Yes, I eat meat.
Okay, do you like pork or bacon?
Yes, I eat bacon.
Did you know that a pig is just as intelligent as a human toddler?
Okay, and I don't value it.
So why would you think that it's okay to kill something that is just as intelligent and as smart as a living human child, but you wouldn't kill a little fetus that doesn't even know it's alive?
Yeah, because I don't value intelligence. I value aesthetic.
And the fetus is aesthetic?
Yes, the fetus has our aesthetics.
No, it doesn't have any of our aesthetics. It has a tail.
Yeah, if it does. When it's coming outside the womb, yes, it does.
Well, when it's coming outside the womb, it's a baby.
When it's being developed, yes, it does. It has nails, it has hair, it has eyeballs, right?
When it's being aborted, it doesn't have eyes and ears.
All of which, I love how you guys love to interrupt in the middle. I'm like, well, I'm answering y'all. That's like,
sorry, you can go.
Well, I don't need your permission. I just need you to close the hole below your nose. But besides the point, aesthetically, they're us. Descriptively, they're us. So I don't share anything with a pig, right?
Wait, what is descriptively like the same about me, like you and a fetus?
DNA.
The DNA.
We all share DNA.
Wait, I just wanted to, because I never
You said descriptively.
I joined earlier, but
That is descriptively.
I never really got to say anything on the prompt. I just wanted to say that, like, I think at the end of the day, this is not
like we need to stop framing this as a Christian issue. Like I think it really depends on when you think whatever is in a woman's belly when she's pregnant, when that is a person and when it's not. And
I didn't
for the
hear what
longest
you
time,
said. You cut out.
yeah, sorry. So yeah, for the longest time, we never really had this idea. Like for almost well, yeah, basically almost 2 decades. But I guess we just reached the 2 decades of Christianity being a thing. We never really had this thing or consensus in Christianity on whether abortions were good or bad. And then in the late 1800s, there were some doctors that wanted natural healers to be they wanted to take all the business, and they made it illegal there. And even then, Catholic churches started to believe that it was wrong, but Protestant and evangelical Christians, the leaders of those churches who had studied the doctrine, were debating on whether it was bad or not. Some people agreed, some people didn't. By the time that it reached the 70s, especially for evangelicals, because they didn't believe in politics, they use this idea of abortion to try and politicize evangelicals to try and get a larger voter base for these politicians who are trying to get elected. So then it started to become this thing that is associated with Christianity. But at the end of the day, the only thing that I think everyone can agree that we don't like murder. That's something that we can all agree on. The only thing is when we think that whatever is in a woman's pregnant belly, whether it's when it becomes a person and when it is not. And even like when it comes to Christians, there's some extreme Christians that think, men should not masturbate because like you are excreting the seed that should be used for the fetus.
Listen, I'm gonna stop you because none of this has to do with what we're talking about. Number one, you're wrong about history. Christians have been against this since the first century, since the beginning of the rise of Christianity during in 1818. During the Roman and Greek empires, Christians were speaking out against women who were unallowing their fetuses back then. And you know what they described it? They described them as using potions, right? Potions to unalive the fetus inside the womb. So I'm not sure what you're talking about. And again, I just want to make it very clear, even if other denominations have changed over time, the Catholic worldview has been persistent. And secondly, we're not arguing from a religious faith point as of now. And it doesn't matter in history. In history, they used to allow people to marry at the age of 13, 12, 11. They still allow it today. None of that matters to our current conversation.
Okay, so I'm not saying that because historically they were fine with it, that it should be fine. I'm saying that showing that historically, Christians, there was this divide, especially from people who study the doctrine in different parts of Christianity. Some people thought it was one way, and some people. No. Sorry, it does matter when you say any Christian that doesn't hold this view is not Christian, because it's not a Christian problem. It is simply a problem of whether we think it is murder or not.
No, it is a Christian problem because a lot of Christians believe that allow their children as you're describing, and I disagree with them. So you bringing up their worldview and telling me how they changed over time is irrelevant, ma'am.
It's relevant because it shows that it's not Christian, because the book has always been there, but it's only something new that happened. It's not like the religion just poofed out of nowhere.
This is a big fucking headache, bro. So you interrupted a conversation to name something that is historically inaccurate. First of all, you were wrong historically when you said that the Christians only became aware of it, and you said Christ number one, 19th century, which is not wrong, which is wrong, by the way. They've been against it from the very beginning. From the first century, they've been against it. Specifically, the Catholics, or the original Catholics. They would call it something else back then, but I'm not going to get into that. Catholics have always been against abortion.
Well, if you want to say any Catholic doesn't hold this view, is not Catholic.
Holy shit. Do you not hear me fucking speaking?
Tú sabes que eso.
No, shut up. It's always the fucking foreigners. I don't know if y'all can teach y'all fucking manners where the fuck y'all come from, but when someone's fucking speaking, you don't speak over them.
That's racist.
I don't give a shit if you say that's racist for a girl that just said the stupid shit that she said in the comments and thought that I would have noticed.
Bree's on your side,
So
dude.
part of the problem, man, I don't care if you listen. I don't know if you're just pig-headed, but you think that I care whether or not people are on my side. I give two shits. But I'm gonna read back to you the stupid comment you made. This is what Gianna said in the comments. So you said kill the rapist, but has human DNA, but not the
I think you're lagging, bro. He just got cut off or something, so I can't hear.
The fetus is a third party.
Wait, I don't think anybody could hear you.
Listen. That's what you need to do when someone else is speaking.
I just now was able to
I
hear
don't
you.
care. So, part of the problem.
Let's start over.
I don't need to start over. You need to shut your mouth. That's what you need to do.
I couldn't hear you.
So, part of the problem is that stupid statements that you made in the comments, like I didn't tell you. Ma'am, you need to go cry about it. How about that? It seems like you have daddy issues. That's why you haven't.
Medical timeout because abortion will always
I
be.
need you to shut up. Is what I need you to do. It's embarrassing at this point. Part of the problem, yeah, be quiet. So, anyways, actually go wash your pussy. That's what you need to do. Go back to the washroom, wash your pussy, and come back and be like a fucking lady instead of acting like a man interrupting every 2 seconds. Part of the problem is that you want to sit up here and these stupid ass comments offer the defense for the rapist. But not one, I literally explained to you very verbatim, right? That the fetus is a third party. That's what I told you. The fetus is a third party. The fetus is the one raping the mother. Oh, really? Yeah. It was the father raping the mother, not the fetus. So therefore, punishing the fetus for the actions of the father seems illogical to me. If you can't offer a rebuttal on that, and you can't articulate or at least comprehend the basic fucking English that I'm saying, then you don't deserve to be on my panel. On your panel. Then goodbye. Why are you up here?
Instead of getting an abortion, we should just give $300 billion to Israel. Mark my words. It's gonna work.
Nobody supports Israel over here. They're in the wrong side.
Anyways, as I was saying earlier about the whole thing with the Christian not being a Christian issue, before this, the doctors tried to take out all other healers out of the business for themselves. There was this idea of ensoulment, and it's not necessarily considered wrong for a fetus to be removed before this idea of ensoulment, which usually happens between 4 and 6 months, which is honestly usually the cutoff time anyways for most abortions. Before that, there wasn't really an opinion even within the Catholic Church about whether before the 4 to 6 months before ensoulment, whether it is wrong. So what I'm saying is that, as we can even see with Catholics, the biggest issue here was trying to determine when is what is inside a woman's belly when she's pregnant, when it is a life, when it is a person. And this is something that we are all considering, not just Christians. So it is not just a Christian issue. It is really about when you think what's inside is a person. We've been debating this for some time. Sorry, I can't hear you. Hey, Stitch, you cut out just so you know.
What is your argument for abortion?
My argument for abortion, one, is that what is inside a woman's belly is not a person. And two is that you should not, like, no one should be forced to house, like, another person inside their belly. For one, kind of per se like a parasite, but two, for example, if someone needed a kidney to live, you just because they need a kidney to live doesn't mean that you are forced to give them a kidney. If they die because you did not give them a kidney, it is not your fault that they died. So the thing is, like, that, like, whatever is inside a woman's belly, if it can survive without the woman's body, sure, let that be, and people can decide on what happens there. But once it becomes something about a woman's body, it's using up a woman's body. That person has the ability to decide whether they want something within their body or not. That is their choice.
Okay, so all you did is make a bunch of statements and claims. I asked you for the argument, not to make me statement and claims and presuppositions based on my worldview.
Yeah, you make sub-claims to support your main claim. What part of my sub-claim do you want me to expound on?
Do you not know what the fuck does a sub-claim have to do with the argument?
Because that's what you use to support your argument.
You didn't provide the argument. That's what I'm asking you for. The argument why your propositional is true.
Abortion should not be illegal because it is not murder, it is not harming a person. Two, the second reason, my second subclaim, my second support, is that a person should not be forced to use their body for another person's lifeline. If this is something that they want, like, if we were to consider these things, whatever, a person, if, for example, an analogy so that you can really see the argument. If someone really needs a kidney or they will die, you are not obligated to give them a kidney. You are not at fault if they die. You do not need to go to jail if they die because you did not give them a kidney. The same goes for a woman. If she does not want to house, if we were to think of it as a person, if she does not want to house a person in her body, she should not have to do that. Like, it is up to her whether she wants to do that or not. So it should not be illegal because it is her body and she has bodily autonomy in determining what she wants to do with it or not.
Okay, so I'm gonna object to your second propositional or semi-propositional that you made. This idea that you don't have to, at any certain point in time, help or be obligated to another individual. I'm going to object to that. So I'm going to test this principle. So I'm going to ask a hypothetical. So let's say you, as a person, you grab a child, you grab this child, and you put them on your boat. You drive them to the middle of the ocean. Do you have an obligation to maintain them on your boat until they can safely be removed off your boat?
Into the water and you also fall into the water, then oh well.
Wait, he didn't stipulate that. He said, "Is it okay for you to throw them off?"
Oh yeah, definitely don't throw them off. I don't know. He didn't say throw them off, but like I agree. Then, if we're talking about throwing them off, don't throw the kid off the boat.
I'm asking, do they have an obligation to maintain their child onto the boat until they can safely remove them from the boat?
I would say yes, but if the kid falls and they can't save them, then they shouldn't go to jail.
Okay, man, I don't know why I don't know why it's so difficult for people not to add things onto a question that's not
I
being
want
asked.
to. Why do you have a problem with that?
Yeah, it just shows your lack of intelligence when you do that. It shows, and like when you do that, every time you do that, you set women back about 50 years. Please don't do that.
Well, it shows your lack of intelligence if you dislike of it.
Problem. Yeah, so yeah, you're just showing your level. You know the level, between point A and point B of the spectrum. Your patient, that's where you are. So I need you to stop doing that.
You're cutting out.
So part of the problem, so I'm gonna ask you this again. Do they have an obligation to maintain them on their boat? Yes or no?
Yes, the answer is nuanced.
Okay, so then I don't see why it would be therefore impermissible to obligate women to maintain the children in her uterus until they can safely be removed, right, either through induction or natural birth. What makes it that wrong?
Because in this situation, it is her bodily autonomy, and for the boat, that is not his body to have autonomy over.
The difference between the two objects.
Because a woman's body is not an object, a boat is.
No shit. You're describing a descriptive difference. That's
You
irrelevant.
asked for the difference.
You answered my question. I said the principal difference. You know the difference between a principal difference and a descriptive difference. Yes or no?
The principal difference is the main difference. It's like the number one difference.
Bro, this lady's just
Wait, can I ask you a question? Did you
let me explain to you the difference between a principal difference and something that would be descriptive. Descriptive means something that's just true of its nature. So it is true that the things that we're talking about, a boat is going to be different than a uterus because they're two different things. You understand this? Just based on property, they are different. Okay. Secondly, yes, she did, Protect. She did presuppose property rights. She said that the woman has no obligation to host anyone or anybody onto her body. That is a property claim. So yes, she did presuppose property rights. Secondly, right, when it comes to the argument of a principal difference, we're talking about the subject that's being analyzed. So what's being analyzed here would be the method of obligation, right? So I'm asking you, what makes it wrong to obligate women to therefore maintain the fetus inside of her uterus until it's safe to extract the fetus or have the women go through natural birth? What makes that wrong?
Because she should not have to use her body to house another person.
Okay. That's okay. So, you know what we call this? We call this circular fallacy. She doesn't have an explanation, so this is what she does. Oh, because she doesn't have to do this. It would just be awful if we were to do this. That doesn't mean anything. You're not
Well, if you want to ask me why for my subclaim, you can ask that. That's an intelligent thing to do.
That's exactly what the fuck I asked you. I said,
no,
what
the first
makes
question
it
that you
wrong?
asked was, what is it called? Why can't she wait until it's like
That's
safe
not
to
the
do?
question that I asked you. That's not the question that I
then
asked
say it again.
What makes it wrong to obligate the woman to maintain the child inside of her uterus?
Because her body should not be used to house another person. And I can expand on that if you would like me to expand on it. Let me continue what I'm saying so that I can.
At this point, okay, you just keep.
If you want more evidence for what?
I don't need more evidence. I need you to actually argue your point.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
I want to ask you one question.
What's your question?
Okay. I don't know the answer, but when the woman take like the abortion, when the abortion happens, which month? Is that
I have no idea what you said, sir. I have no idea what you said.
Am I talking to the host? First of all,
Bro, yes, you're talking. Holy shit, bro. Do you agree or disagree with abortions?
I highly agree with you about abortion is wrong.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Okay, but I would love to know I'm just asking you. When do they have the abortion? Is that the 5th month or the 4th month?
Majority of abortions are done between the 6th week and up. That's when the majority of abortions are done.
Okay. I think abortion is absolutely wrong. I agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Thank you.
let's be honest, it's maybe too much, maybe.
So, Don, is there anything you would like to say?
No, but I agree with you. So have a great day.
You too.
Okay, great. Yeah, Protect and I were having a really good conversation in DMs about just the legal and, ethical implications of your logic in the case of like Depo-Provera and IUDs. So I think that in this case, we can agree that A, life begins at fertilization, and then B, AB or unaliving, that life would then deserve the death penalty. Is that correct?
Yes. Okay.
So
it's great to be with you. I'm Derek Ray, and
then, okay, so then we understand that like IUDs and Depo-Provera can prevent implantation of a fertilized egg, and then under premise A, that fertilized egg is a person, life begins at fertilization. Preventing its implantation ends that life, and then under premise 2, that act deserves the death penalty.
Are you
Millions
going
of
to tell yourself for me out of whatever conversation we have with coach?
Well, no, this is what we were talking about earlier.
The first goal of the game, they're off and running.
This is what you and I were talking about earlier, yeah.
And so underway again here.
We understand that millions of women use these methods, and we also understand that there's no possible forensic test to distinguish the prevented implantation from a cycle where fertilization never occurred. So, wouldn't it be the case that this law then would theoretically condemn millions of women to the unalivement penalty while being completely unenforceable in this case?
If I may interject, if I may interject. If I may interject, with permission. Because I forgot to mention this, because a lot of abolitionist bills also talk about this. A woman, because they think a woman, right? They think the same thing. They agree with the prompt, right? But abolitionist bills, right? That none of them have been passed, but abolitionist bills state that like a woman wouldn't be charged for taking an IUD. So it's kind of like the same thing.
Wouldn't they be charged for taking an IUD?
Well, it's kind of like the same reason I was explaining.
Well, this doesn't make any sense. If you can prove the intent, they would be charges. If you can't prove the intent, they wouldn't. And away they go again. I'm not sure why your guys are trying to overcomplicate it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you can't prove it, then, in a general,
you can't prove it. You can't prove every murder either. You guys are just overcomplicating it for no fucking reason.
Well, what I'm saying is like in a general case of abortion occurring, it's very easy to find the prove intent, and if you find the body, there you go. You have what you need to bring a charge. But in this case, it's harder to determine. So that's what I was just saying about that.
Okay, yeah, but again, you don't need the body to prove intent. You just need the body for physical evidence.
Well, a touch too heavy there. And the through ball.
So you guys are taking it over to the top, and you're over
moving it forward.
Complicating it.
Yeah, superb defending.
I think it's actually, I would think that it would be kind of important that we bring up these like nuances, because this law, if it were theoretically passed, would again.
But it's not a nuance. It's very straightforward. It's the same for every other case. If you can't prove without reason or without
that something occurred with the intention of that particular, whether or not you're listing it as intentional or unintentional, or how even that would be measured, then I'm not sure why you guys are. It's very straightforward. It applies to every case. We do this with every case.
Yeah, absolutely. So you would just, you're just saying, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're just saying that you would just need to prove mens rea?
You just need to prove, yeah, exactly.
But
you can't prove mens rea, you can't charge them. You have to also prove neglect if there's like some sort of obligation there, but like there wouldn't be, right? If a woman is taking an IUD, she doesn't necessarily know the effects of this, and it does lead to this, and we can measure this, and she wouldn't be charged.
Annoyingly, there it breaks down.
Because there wouldn't be any obligation.
Yeah, or you can say there is a charge. There just won't be a good case against the woman. You just say that.
What's okay? I don't understand this. What's not okay? So what's not being enforced correctly?
I'm not saying there isn't anything being enforced. I'm just saying, like, I am agreeing with you. There would be a charge, but like I said, if you can't provide intent, then prove intent. There you go. Like, you can make a charge.
I mean, every other case is like this. Like, people are just overcomplicating it at this point in time.
And the upshot of all of this is it'll be a corner. Short corner taken.
Sorry. So it seemed to me that if it was law towards you would have liability homicide statute. You would have to prove, and this statute would be completely unprecedented, and then like.
It's not unprecedented. We do it all the time. But listen, we do this all the time. What do you think we're doing when we charge people with murder? You think they just charge them just because they found a piece of evidence? No, they have to prove without a reasonable doubt this occurred. How is this unprecedented? I'm not sure how that logically follows.
Well, because a woman taking the pill and using it for contraception obviously has no intent. I would assume no intent to unalive a person. So, and then also, like, protecting that, we're saying you can't even prove that fertilization occurred. So under standard criminal doctrine, at least in the United States, you can't charge her with homicide or the penalty like your law suggests, because she had no knowledge of person existence, she had no intent, and she took no action specifically directed at ending a life. So this law kind of becomes unenforceable.
That's a very impressive piece of defending.
I'm not sure how that logically follows. Okay, like you're just overcomplicating it on purpose.
Now in a dangerous position. And off target
because again, I'm not sure how you're saying it's not possible to prove intent. It's logically possible to prove intent. It may be improbable, if that's the word you're looking for.
Oh, good idea.
Right? Which I would agree with you. To say that's not logically possible, I'm saying that's incorrect. And I think you can have a law in which you can measure.
And the ball is moving again.
In this particular situation, in fact, I don't even think that these certain pills should be allowed. I don't think that women should have access to these IUDs that, number one, don't even do anything but.
And a throw in forthcoming.
I agree with that. That's what I told her. I think those things should be removed from the market.
10 seconds to go, almost finished.
So, like, I mean, at the end of the point in time, I think there are mechanisms that can be employed to do this. Will it be improbable? Probably. Just like we don't know everybody that rapes people, just like we don't know that everybody that's looking at pornography.
And there it is, the final whistle.
Children, we don't know all of these things. We know it's wrong. We know that people do it. But it doesn't mean that it's not something that we can't legislate.
Sure. Yeah. No. I think that makes perfect sense. So what I'm kind of getting from this is that even though it might be improbable to prove, it would still be worth legislating. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we could agree. Have a great night.
You too.
So, Protect, should I stay live or should I end it? Because I am hella fucking tired at this point.
I mean, it's like 4:30 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm hungry, bro. I didn't really get to eat today.
Yeah. I had like a physical for a like a job. So yeah. Um, but you
And I
can't.
got my court. I got my court on Friday, which I have to get ready for tomorrow. I have to study all these paperwork, so I don't look stupid in front of the judge.
Ah, I see. You can't complain that I don't join because I was here for like an hour.
Yeah, you were here finally, bro. You be joining and then leaving, and I have to sit here and be like, bro.
Well, there was a lot of like nonsensical stuff. I wanted to address something that the girl said, the woman said. Okay, so the thing about ensoulment, um, so yeah, there have been many different theories of ensoulment at the beginning of the church history. That being said, abortion was still wrong regardless if they had a soul or not. Like Aquinas, for example. Aquinas believed the soul did not enter at conception, but he also believed abortion was wrong anyways, and that was a position that was held at the church. So yeah, ensoulment has always been up for question, but abortion has not. Like they've all condemned abortion from the very beginning. So that's what I wanted to say about that. I might make a video about that too.
Yeah, I get that. But this wasn't as good as the other debate that I had the other day with Alexis, bro.
Ah, I see.
You unfollowed me.
Who is that again? I think I know that person.
Yeah, she goes live every day and she talks about like feminism. But she got absolutely fucking demolished and then decided to pull up a definition. It was like trying to say that it didn't say what I said, and it literally said verbatim what I said. It was so embarrassing.
Palomo here with you for this exciting event. We've got a stadium full of fans
I
and
love
some
it, bro.
fierce competition.
Oh, I'm gonna get
I
some
think you know what
fucking
time it is,
Mexican
right?
tacos. I'll follow you back, Tom. You actually, I had a good conversation with you.
Yeah,
And
likewise.
sorry if I was rude. I wasn't trying to be rude to her, but I was frustrated by the other people that came up here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I haven't been to Taco Bell. I went to Taco Bell for the first time in like probably like 5 years. I don't really go there often, but I had the nachos. They were disgusting. It's like, yeah, I'm not coming back here.
Taco Bell in New York.
Yeah.
Bro, do they have Walmarts over there?
No, they have like 7-Eleven, which is basically like.
They don't have Walmart, the grocery.
Oh wait, I think you said Wawa. Oh yeah, we have Walmart.
Bro, we could go to Walmart over there. God, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like every time I go to like another Walmart, it's so much bigger and better than my Walmart.
Yeah, I don't really go that often.
You're so jealous.
I like shopping stuff on Temu.
No, don't you eat out a lot, right?
What'd you say?
Yeah, you like eating out a lot, don't you?
Yeah, with my wife.
You get that Mickey D.
Yeah, the wifey always suggests it. Yeah. Well, I gotta,
really married.
Yeah, I gotta treat her right. Yeah.
The play moving forward. This could be a good chance.
As some would say, she's a snow bunny. I'm not sure what that means. What?
When am I coming to the wedding?
I was already married.
I cannot believe what I just
The wedding was
fun.
Yeah. It was like last year. It was in July. Yeah.
Beyonce now, so.
Oh, nice.
It's not accepted until the Catholic worldview, but.
Oh. Well,
yeah.
To answer the comments, I don't live in New York City. I live in New York, and not New York.
No. I know, David. They have 2 floors there. I love riding that. Are going on the escalator. Yeah, I saw Beyonce, and I'm trying to get there.
Oh.
Trying to silence it.
I'm trying to get into it.
Try not to get together, but I want a couple of people from TikTok that I highly respect, like Linda, Ian. There's some other people that I want but I was gonna pay for everybody to come down to Texas, and I was gonna have like a beach play.
Oh, nice. Oh, good, because I'm like broke, actually worse than broke, like in debt, so kind of don't have money to buy plane tickets at the moment. But yeah, I think you live in Phoenix.
Yeah, Linda, I am engaged. I'm leaving Phoenix. What the hell?
I could have sworn you did.
You know where I live.
It's in Phoenix, right?
No. Hutch.
When are you going to be on Jubilee?
Thank you, Linda. I don't know. They haven't had good fucking. Listen, this is all they have. This is all they're looking for. They did of conservative women, so they're doing that again. Non-voters. That's gonna be really fucking boring. Far left Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. So crypto users versus skeptics. I don't have fucking crypto. I'm broke as fuck. Long-term versus short-term investors. Again, broke as fuck. I don't do investments. Single women. Sniper swap. Nope. Single men. Of course I'm not singles. Can't do that. Love or money. Singles. Literally nothing, bro.
They should do like one Catholic versus 25 Protestants or something like that. I would like to see you on everything.
I'm gonna write to them and be like, you need to do a debate on Christian nationalism.
Yes. One Christian nationalist versus 25 Christians. I mean, there's a lot of shows that are like Jubilee. I would say just make your own Jubilee, I would say. At this point, everybody should really have their own. I don't really like Jubilee. I just like the topics, but I don't like. It's kind of really terrible. It's kind of like the Whatever podcast. I think it's really degenerate.
Well, I was gonna have a Jubilee. I was gonna have a Jubilee kind of thing, or debate, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet because I would have to pay people to come out there, right?
Yeah.
I would have to pay at least for their flight tickets, which I'm not equipped to do.
Nah, I'd be cheap. It's like, bro, pay your own tickets. So
I mean, I wouldn't mind paying for the hotels, but paying for all that, probably not. That's probably not something I would be willing to do.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, do you get paid to be on Jubilee?
You do.
Every person, like in the Surrounded, everybody gets paid?
Yeah. But I wanted to do like a dean debate. Yeah, I wanted to do a dean debate, but I'm not sure.
He's basically like an all-star there. I think I didn't finish the debate. He was debating Emily Saves America. I cannot stand her.
How much do they get paid? They get paid a lot. I know, what's it called? That one black girl got like almost $6,000.
That's a lot.
And she's not even the most famous person out there. So the more famous you are, the more money you're gonna get. Like Dean got like quite a bit when he went out there.
I see why people go there all the time. But I don't know any of those topics. Like you said, crypto. I mean, I had crypto. And I stopped doing it. Like the topics, it's just interesting. It's more topics I would like to delve deep in, like capitalist versus socialist and stuff like that. Those topics are interesting. I'm waiting for my boy Trent Horn to be on there.
Yeah. No, I wanted to join debate. I wanted to do a Jubilee, but I don't think I ever will. I'll be honest.
Would you ever be on the Whatever podcast?
No, I think there are a bunch of cucks too. Most of the men on there that go on there that watch the Whatever podcast are buying the OnlyFans girl streams. Every OnlyFans girls that go up there, they come out making millions on OnlyFans.
Yes. Like
So why would I go on a platform that's just subjugating, these women to become even more involved with what I would consider degeneracy? Why would I do that?
I would agree.
And I know Andrew Wilson debated the right corner on this, and he was like, "Well, how else are you going to get the debate? Well, how about you just bring them on the platform and not share their content? Maybe do that. Maybe not share their content, and maybe don't put links that should not be posted. Maybe that."
Yeah, that's what I was always thinking. Like, I know he does that. He tries to be unbiased, but Brian's like, what can I say? Like I would not do that. Like, if someone's in my opposition, there's no way I'm going to put a link of your stuff there. Though I saw the Trent Horn and Not So Erudite debate. I didn't think he did the best, but I think he did fine. I think Not So Erudite's position is kind of like ridiculous. It was mostly about Christian nationalism, but then abortion. I think she did really bad in that debate. I mean, she's one of the smarter leftists. I mean, that's not really saying much, but like the whole point is just a platform for OF girls.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to let you go, bro. I am so tired, and I have to get up early, and I have to get ready for my court, and I have to go buy clothes and shoes and get something to eat. Like, there's just so much I gotta do tomorrow.
Oh, I can help you with your drip. Want clothes? I can help you with that.
No, I need a suit.
What?
I need to buy dress pants, dress shoes, dress socks, and a dress shirt.
Oh, I can help you with that. You know, I'm somewhat of a fashionista myself.
Send me some ideas. Send me some good suit
options
that are cheap.
Yeah.
Please. I'm not spending no $500.
I got you. Get some good ones on Amazon. I know how to style people.
Bro, I can't do Amazon. I'll have court like the next day.
Oh.
The same day, bro.
Do you have K&G where you're at?
No. We have Kohl's.
Yeah, okay, you can do that. What about Nordstrom Rack? What about that?
No, that's in Wichita. I ain't driving down there.
Oh, okay. Texas is terrible, bro.
It's not Texas, bro. It's Kansas.
Kansas, tomato, potato. Come to New York, man.
Why the hell would I come to New York? Man, Donnie is doing a bad job.
Yeah.
Sean Conky, you need to change that stitch profile. I'm doing the stitch around here.
Pretty big one. Your gut sticking out. But yeah, I'm gonna get going. And probably watch a movie with my wife.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I tried my best not to crash out today, and I think I did pretty good. So.
Well, one more thing. Subscribe to his YouTube channel, by the way.
Yeah, I ain't started my YouTube yet, but
wait, I subscribed.
We'll see. I want to either do music or political debates. So
wait, you make music?
Yes, bro. I told you. Linda knows this. I make music.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I do everything. I do guitar, piano, I sing.
Oh wow. Dang, I gotta sign up.
Well, you've got to
I do everything.
that as a poor attempt. A long way wide.
Anyways, I'll see you guys later.
All right, have a good night.
Trying to be progressive with the ball.
See you guys later.
Oh, I thought they were onto something there. Well, let's see how they decide to go forward. No card, but the referee clearly stating that's the last warning. In action again then. Oh, that was really quick thinking. Might be a chance here. Penalty given and yellow card handed out.
Not a red? What?
Oh, really good reflexes and danger averted. Sent through. Oh, stellar defensive work to get back and win possession. Must be, and a goal! Well, they pride themselves on their crossing ability, and that was crystal clear just then. 3 goals without reply. How did they let that attack come to an end? Oh, what an opportunity. And a goal to delight the fans. Just what they were hoping for. A lopsided contest, 4-0. Showing a real will to win the ball. Nice attack developing. Oh dear, up a dead end. It was promising. And a throw-in forthcoming. That's a nice ball. Playing it back. Super challenge. Well, a bad pass it was. It's developing well. What a fine save. Up towards midfield. Just keeping hold of it. Well, going the wrong way, some might say. Happy to take on the shot. And a goal it is. The keeper really not part of the equation. Underway again. Nice attack developing. Huge block. Oh, they were in a decent position too. Room to manoeuvre on the left here. And possession won back. Positive passing. That's a very impressive piece of defending. Now the counter-attack looks on. Well, that's quality defending. I'm not testing the keeper at all with that effort. Cutting it out superbly. And nicely cut out. An incredible block. And the deflection means a corner. Let's see about the delivery. The attack ended disappointingly. Real chance. And in! Oh yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal. And there goes the final whistle.
Thank you.